So we have some upsetting events. You have a fish out of water. And what was that? It was the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. So what did that do to you? So employers over 50 employees now have to provide a medical plan. You have to provide a medical plan or you have to pay a fine. So we're not really going to talk a lot about the fines today because we're assuming that the vast majority of you in this room are actually playing as opposed to paying. So some of the bad and the good. Some higher taxes, penalties, lack of employee education, and difficult compliance standards. So these are some of the issues that as an organization you might be facing today. So one of the things that the positive change within the insurance industry is everyone now has the opportunity to be insured. Employers over 50 now must either pay a fine or have an insurance medical plan. Now, 4 years ago, you didn't have to have an insurance medical plan. Today, you need to either have an insurance medical plan or you need to pay a fine. So the vast majority of you are keeping your medical plan. It's just a matter of how are you going to fund your medical plan. So one of the best things that the ACA has done, or as we see it, has expanded choices and expanded flexibility. What it is going to need to take, though, is private sector engagement, focus on individuals, consumers versus the employer. So we've already talked about paying. You have the public exchange. So for example, individuals that want to go out to the state of Texas has their own exchange. Play, which is a passive way to engage your employees, maximize employee choice, define the contribution, and commoditize benefits. There's been a cost shifting, though. The cost shifting is moving the cost from the employer to the employee. So 10, 15 years ago, employers were paying, for example, 100% of employee and family coverage. The shift now has been to employers paying possibly 50% of employee and family coverage, and sometimes 100% of employee coverage. So let's talk about understanding the benefits of defined contributions. You're essentially fixing your budget. So for example, if you have a defined budget of, let's say, $10,000 that you're going to provide to each family or each individual, the benefit of using an exchange is it reduces the administrative burden, it enhances employee choice and satisfaction, and it really gives them an opportunity to become consumers of their medical. I'd like to play a video.
In today's world, executives and business owners make a lot of tough decisions. One of these includes choosing an employee benefits plan. And with the constantly changing structure of business, coupled with the unpredictable nature of medical rate increases, it's often difficult to tell what's best for your company. At Digital, our goal is to create happier, healthier individuals with each experience in the simplest way possible. We understand the complexity of these decisions and provide you with easy solutions. It's simple. Businesses that offer employee benefits are much more likely to attract and retain top talent than those that don't. But the problem is that the current model for these benefits is costly. And as if that's not enough, the constantly changing nature of the model makes the process confusing and more difficult than it needs to be. So why choose us? Well, we provide a solution to this problem by making the complex seem simple. Our digital benefits marketplace acts as a private exchange, combining the convenience of technology with the hands-on instruction of an outstanding customer service team to provide your company with a one-stop shop for all of your employee benefit needs. At its foundation, an online benefits portal gives your employees self-service options while providing you with administrative tools to manage your COBRA needs, FSA HRA, or HSA, with year-round support in case you ever need help. We provide you with long-term financial sustainability by offering you a comprehensive benefits program at a fixed cost, without making it challenging or time-consuming. By moving to a plan that offers a defined contribution, we involve your employees in the decision-making process, such as giving them a benefits allowance to determine how they spend their benefits dollars on the options that best suit their needs. With more choice and flexibility comes more plans to administer. So we wrap our technology with administrative support services like a call center and billing and data verification. Your costs are fixed and your employees have choice and flexibility, while we take the administrative burden off your back. It really is that simple. Because we know that you have a lot of tough decisions to make, we'll make sure this isn't one of them. Set your budget and we will take care of the rest, employee by employee. Digital Benefits Marketplace. Employee benefits simplified.
So what the marketplace really does is it gives your employees an active engagement. So it's really no different than, for example, using eBay, Amazon, any type of online shopping process. It actively engages them. So there's an Accenture study out there that talks about how someone on Amazon Prime, that is essentially an Amazon Prime member, will spend anywhere from $2,300 to $2,800 on an annual basis using Amazon Prime, whereas they're spending $7,000 to $10,000 on an annual basis on their employee benefits. And in a regular type of process going through open enrollment, they're only going to spend 15 to 20 minutes. As opposed to Amazon Prime, they're going to spend 40 to 70 hours over the course of the year shopping for $2,500. So you see the dichotomy that people are using online shopping, but they're not using online shopping for employee benefits in an efficient manner yet. But what we see is by driving people to using an exchange, actively engaging your employees in choice. So for example, one of the things that we find is very efficient are using things like questionnaires, online questionnaires, actively engaging the employee in a process of what are their actual medical needs. Because one of the things that we found that engaging employees utilizing their medical plan, so for example, do they understand deductible? Do they understand copay? Do they actually understand what they're purchasing for the course of the calendar year? We generally find that employees and employers overinsure and overbuy. How often do you actually utilize your deductible during the course of the calendar year? Do you actually hit your deductible? So essentially, the over-purchasing of their health insurance equates to dollars wasted not only from themselves, but also from the employer.